Name is welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please come in, sit down respectfully, and please make sure you are subscribed. And if you've been around, please kindly share, like, and please, please like, share, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for following my channel, for subscribing, for everything that you do. Thank you so much. Now, I wanted to talk about Ujaj Rata Mokgoatlheng. Yes, he has become a different man ever since the case of I Choose Number Three has started. I don't know if you guys have noticed the change that has happened to him. I don't know whether it's for the good or if it's for the better or it's for the best. I don't know. But something dramatic has changed when it comes to him. Firstly, I wanted to I choose. Day one, he was very quiet. He was very quiet. It's here and there where you will hear him say something. He's not saying something every day, right? And secondly, then there was the Meiwa family that graced us with their presence in that courtroom. And we thought, okay, I was one of those people that were thinking he's being the way he is. Sorry, because of their presence. And there was also Mr. Nell inside the courtroom, and whom he did not recognize for a while and then recognize him after the break. I don't know what's up with that, what was up with that, but yeah, it happened. It was weird, but it happened. And they recognized the Meiwa family because Mnisi said so. And yeah, they did it. Judge Rata recognized them. And then also Ubaloyi Nosibanda said they recognized them privately. I don't know what's up with that, but we saw a video of them uh, working together, etc. Now, Ujadrata is an impulsive person, angry person, and he's always ready to attack the defense, does not allow them to do their thing peacefully, etc., etc. But there's been a shift in him, and last week I thought it was because of the presence of the Meiwas, but no, this week the Meiwas were not there, but Ujadrata has been the same. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, I see you, sir. You are focused because is it because the meat is in this bone that is in Mncube? Because now Ujaj Rata is so focused. Ujaj Rata is taking notes. Ujaj Rata is quiet, and Ujaj Rata is not just quiet. He's attentively listening. I don't know if you guys noticed that about him, or it's just me, or I'm over seeing things that are not there. I don't know. And Ujaj Rata clarifies things, and here and there he will have those comments that you know him of here and there. But one of the moments for me that was a game changer was when Omnisi got sick and tired of the DNA issue. And when he came back the following day and explained it thoroughly, reading the record and quoting Judge Rata and Mr. Is it Masetla or Mapetla? I don't know. Masetla, Mapetla, I don't know the surname between those two surnames. When Umnisi quoted this man, Ujaj Rata eventually accepted in Dabaye DNA, but the question is he accepting it the way it was said? And uh, when he heard the things that he asked or what, I don't know. He could be embarrassed because he is always ready to fight. And then there was a time that we saw that he was not impressed because Mncube kept on saying Gininda this, Gininda that, Gininda this, Gininda that, and you could see, but he tried. Oh, he tried to hold himself together. But one thing that has been consistent is that he's not destructive as usual. This man is very disruptive. I must give it to him. He is trying, guys. This time he is quiet, he is listening, and he's taking notes, and he is asking questions here and there, which I felt they were clarifying questions that are relevant. And I don't know, I could be reaching with this, but I feel like he has got to a point whereby he's like, I better listen up. And Umnube also is a very straightforward human being with what he says. He's very clear also. So maybe that is why, because Ujad all of us, Umncube has captured the attention yethu. He has captured our attention. And Urata naye has been sitting in that court. He has seen Umncube doing this. When things are going left, Umncube will be doing this. He has seen a lot of things. He sits there in front, he watches. And of course, he sees how the interaction is between the accused and their lawyers, especially when there are objections and things. He understands that. So could it be that Judge Rata is listening to Mncube because he also understands, like us, that Mncube is not someone that you are just going to put things to him and then he accepts them just like that. So perhaps that is why that he is paying attention to him, or he is paying attention because he doesn't want to miss any of the things that he says, or he is paying attention to him just to make sure that he is aligned. I don't know, but I just wanted to put it out there. Do you guys think that I'm reaching with what I'm saying, or do you think there's something else behind that? But Ujadrota has changed. That's what I'm trying to say. In this situation, or in this instance, Ujadrota has shown a side of him that I'm like, I don't know this person. Who's this? Who is this man? I don't know this man. Who are you? Do you understand? So there is that. I wanna hear from you guys. I wanna hear how are you feeling about the entire situation of him deciding that I'm going to be a judge? I'm going to sit, be serious, be consistent also, and pay attention and take notes. Uh, is that a conscious decision that he decided to take, or something else is happening? I don't know. I want to hear from you. If you have noticed that what I've noticed, please let's have a conversation on my comment section. I want to hear from you. What do you think is happening with Ujadrata currently? Why do you think he's paying so much attention to accused number three's evidence in chief? And also, do you think he's going to be like that even when cross examination starts? When accused number two's lawyer, Ramsipile, starts his cross examination, do you think he is going to be that respectful? Do you think he is also going to pay attention and be respectful as he is right now? The least that he can give when Nxumalo starts his cross examination, and also when it's Mshololo, do you think he is going to pay attention and give Mshololo the time that she deserves, and allow her to ask the questions that she needs to ask to Ncube? What are your thoughts? What comes to mind when you think that far? Because I'm like, I wish this could be Ujadrata all the way. Do you think Ujadrata is going to give tips to Abobalo? This is what you should ask. Or he is taking those notes just to make sure that he is going to be able to give them tips, because we've seen him. We've seen him giving tips to Abobaloi. We've seen him giving Abobaloi tips on how to object. We've seen him objecting on behalf of them. We've seen, like, there's a lot of things that we've seen. So, do you think Ujadrata, the attention that he's paying to Mnube's evidence in chief, has anything to do with him being a judge, period, or it has anything to do with him doing what he does the most, paying attention so that he can guide the state on what to do? What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Let's talk with comment section. I want to hear your views. Please make sure you don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. I'll see you on our next video. Bye bye.